Well, hello YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Leo here. It's a pretty little opening scene, wouldn't you say? Kind of cute, huh? Pretty little cabins, woods, beautiful mountainside, sunshine, trees. Okay, one car. There is a car, so you know we'll pretend he's not here. How you doing? He didn't wave back. He's not here. Anyway, I got a little bit of an adventure for you guys today. Should be a pretty good one. I am out at Hatfield's Hideout, Riverfront Cabins and Campgrounds, just outside of Mate 1, West Virginia, on the Kentucky side. And these are owned by, well, Hatfields, from as in the Hatfield-McCoy feud. These are some of the Hatfields that own this place. But I brought y'all down here. Some of y'all probably remember I've brought y'all here before. Heather and I stayed in this covered wagon right here that got destroyed by the flood. And the cabins over here, you can see where the cabins used to be. The flood last month got them. Some of you may remember I brought y'all over here right after the floods to, to show you some of the place, show you some of the devastation. Hank, the guy that takes care of this place, Hank Hatfield, has a camper down there that got completely flooded, washed over into the river, cabins washed away, all kinds of stuff. But anyway, they're getting rebuilt and they are officially back open again. That's one thing you can say about hillbillies. We are very resilient. We don't give up real easy. Well, I have my gazebo up, and once I get me a fire going later, I should have me a fireplace too. Sit there, watch TV, and watch the fire burn outside. Ha! So far, the only, two problems I'm having. One is that thing right there, that really bright thing. I'm not sure, but I don't like it right now. We ordered this, and it has, obviously, windows. It's got windows. Check that out. I'll make me some curtains. I don't have any yet. I put me some Velcro there and across the top. Velcro me some windows in there, or curtains in there. We can get by though one night without them. We can live one night. Got my ceiling fan going, lights up, and got my TV hooked up. Had a small issue with the power. Turned the breakers on, didn't notice the GFCI plug. I had to hit reset on it too. Didn't notice that. Took me about 20 minutes to figure out why I wasn't getting no power. But we're good now. Got the TV powered up. There's a phone pole right there. 40 feet is the Wi-Fi repeater. I chose this spot because, it's right at the Wi-Fi repeater. Problem is that Wi-Fi repeater's down. Apparently it's not working today. But I got lucky. My phone has 2 to 3 bars fluctuating, 2 to 3 bars. So I've got the hotspot turned on the phone and got the TV connected, Wi-Fi to the phone, and I'll be streaming movies and stuff. I'll be Amazon, whatever, Hulu, whatever, and just stream it right straight through to the TV. No middleman. So I've got, couple thumb drives. I've got 1.5 terabytes of, see what I mean? Noisy. Got plenty of movies, so that shouldn't be a problem. We're good there. But yeah, the only thing is this Oxford fabric is what it's called. Real thin, real light, real strong, very strong. Problem is, it's very thin. It just looks cheap. I mean, it's not. It's not. Like hunting licenses made out of that. I'm not sure what it is. You can't rip it. Yeah, but it still looks kind of, I don't know, I guess it's kind of pretty. I guess it looks good. But she's up. She is up. And I have me, I don't have a whole house, but I have one really good room. Got one really nice room ready to go. Kitchen, got my little lamp for later. TV, of course. Yeah, I can live with that. I can live with that. Looks like I probably got about 40 minutes, maybe an hour, till the sun goes back behind the mountains. And should get a little bit calmer here, hopefully. I don't think it's going to go anywhere, but you know, it makes you nervous when it starts jumping. You know, you've got all this stuff out here. You know, your tent just take off tumbling out through that way somewhere out there where that crow's at, maybe. That could get a little bit weird now, couldn't it? A little awkward. But for right now, can't really hang out in the tent much. I've got the truck right there trying to block some of the wind. And, you know, open the door gives me a little bit more shade too. Inside the tent right now, look at this. Excuse me. 90 degrees in the tent right now. 90.1 in the tent right now. So, yeah, I've been kind of hanging out. Got me a nice little shady spot right here, directly under my ceiling fan. Nice cold drinks. Just waiting out that thing right there. See why vampires don't like it now. I guess I'll get used to it. I'm still in winter mode. You know, I said that the other day. I don't know if my sweat glands have came back from the off season yet. Yeah, I'm used to scraping ice off of stuff still. So we'll see how it goes. You know, hopefully we stay put. We'll see. I've got it strapped the best I can. I think they're like really meant to be like pretty much disposable. You know, you have your little wedding reception or whatever, and you know, of course, you know, if this is what you get for your wedding reception, I would imagine your mother-in-law's probably going to be disappointed in you right off the bat. Don't go for this one. Get a better one. Anyway, should be okay for camping in. The corners. I had one of these before. I'm sure y'all have seen these. Have an accordion. There's usually just straps, Velcro straps, 3 straps that hold the panels to the legs, and you have great big gaps where air comes in on all 4, you know, all 4 of the legs. But this one here, check this out. It zips. Once you get everything put together and get everything situated, I left the skirt long. I, you know, was going to put some weights on it, but I don't think I care really. But the corners all zip up. Look at that. That is really cool, isn't it? I believe if I were to seal the bottom of this just right, I think that during the summer months, hot months, I think I could put an air conditioner in there. You know I'm going to try. You know I am. But I think I could put about a 10,000 BTU stand-up air conditioner. And, you know, I don't know about getting it like super cold in here when it's, you know, 95 degrees or something. But I'm sure you could make it livable, you know, in summer heat. I mean, look how nice that looks, you know, for a tent. Well, a gazebo that we're using as a tent. It's a tent now, ain't it? Congratulations, you're a tent now. Good job. All right, I'm going to hang out a little while. I've got, like I said, about maybe an hour till the sun sets. I'm not going to bother with cooking tonight. That's to heat up coffee, stuff like that. I'm going to run out here in a little while, a little place called the Trailhead Restaurant. You know, trail riders, Hatfield McCoy Trail System. And go get something to eat. And don't got to cook tonight, yay. But anyway, Hanks, the place I was going to show y'all. I came over after the floods and showed y'all some of this. The buildings and stuff, how they were just mangled, and wood and stuff everywhere. They've got a lot of it cleaned up. And those over there, those were cabins, but they're RV sites now. So there's a whole bunch of new RV sites, but fewer cabins, which they've still yet got, I think 5 cabins, something like that. I got a neighbor, by the way. I like his bike. He's got an electric bike over there. I've been kind of eyeballing some of those. I like his Talon too. I like his camper too. I like his trailer too. Typical, ain't it? Typical stuff, you know. Ooh, look at that. But anyway, we should be all set up to have a really cool night and tour in style, brother. Looks pretty good if you ask me. I like it anyway. I like it a lot. I think it's really cool. Of course, like I said, once the wind stops, I'll weight the skirt down and get that situated. And she should be nice and neat. Brought me a little heater too. I don't think I'm going to need it. It's supposed to be like, I think they said 60, high 50s, low 60s. Don't know if I'll need it, but it's little. So I just threw it in the back of the truck, you know. Might need it, who knows. And it was handy for testing the plugs. So it came in handy there too. So, yay. But, alright, I'm going to get off here, get me something cold to drink. All the work part is done now. And chill out for just a few minutes in the shade. And get ready to run up here, run into town. Once that thing leaves, the little place. The Hatfield McCoy Trail System comes down the mountain right there and goes up into Make One, into town. And there's a few restaurants there. There's a Trailhead, Wingo's, Kathy McCoy. And there's a real nice Mexican restaurant. And I'm going to go ahead and run up to probably Trailhead. That's the first one you come to. And, well, Jamie's the manager of this place as well. And she takes care of, you know, it's her restaurant. And she takes care of the bookings here. So I'll go up to her place and get some dinner tonight. They've got quite a bit of stuff. Known for some good food. Back down in Mate One. I'm parked along the back street, you know, just kind of stay out of the way. Let's see, Wingo's is down here. Sid Hatfield's office would be right over there. All kinds of little things going on down here, little historical places. Of course, the Hatfield McCoys, you know, they fought everywhere. Pick a spot. They fought there, you know, pretty much. But I noticed y'all see the guards down here, and they're using some of this as a staging area, this big parking area here in town. It's the mayor's office and police station down there. And you can rent down here along the side there. You can rent, you know, places for RVs and stuff. But where we're going is right here. Used to be a bank many years ago. A friend of mine named Jamie got a hold of it and converted it into a restaurant. Oh, they got that closed up outside. Check it out. Interesting. They look like they're pretty busy. I saw a bunch of ATVs, or side-by-sides, you know. I thought I'd say ATVs, but a bunch of side-by-sides. And quite a few cars, too. Of course, I don't know if they're all in here, but we'll find out, won't we? Well, I made it back to camp. And the good news is it's still here. Camp is still here. So that's a good sign. I wasn't 100%. Be honest with you. You never know. New stuff. Wouldn't be the first time. Would not be the first time. The other one I had like this, had up on a mountain. And had it docked with the back of the truck. It flipped up, completely flew over the truck and way out through that way. And way up on a mountaintop. Whole canopy just rolling down the ridge line. Hopefully this one will stay put. Got one of my own movies, little camping adventure. Heather just put it up a little while ago. I haven't seen it yet. Fun and food poisoning. Very appropriate. Very appropriate. I had some bad salad dressing. That's what I'm blaming it on anyway. Anyway, I've got me some nice dinner ready to go. I broke down and not cooking tonight. I got me some catfish. Look at that. Some hush puppies and some wedges. That will work. Catfish is good. Catfish is really good. I would have shown y'all around in Trailhead Restaurant, but it was just packed full of people. You know, just seemed kind of rude. You know, just going in, sticking cameras in people's faces. You know what I mean? Nah. So a little bit intrusive. So I get it. You know, cameras. Once people realize there's one thing about a camera, and there's something else about a camera when you know there's 50, 60,000, 100,000 subscribers, watching that channel. I guess I can see where people might get a little bit nervous, a little bit apprehensive. But anyway, all right, it is dinner time. I'm gonna have me some catfish and watch some TV. Check this out real quick. I remember what happened and the camping trip. I just haven't seen it since Heather put it together and edited and posted it. I haven't seen it, so I'm gonna check that out and have me some dinner, and here in a little while get me a campfire going. And to me, this is summer camping. The evening has always been my favorite part. Just sitting around doing cool stuff, having a little campfire and watching your big screen TV at camp. Hey, you gotta have fun with it. My idea is looking promising now, isn't it? To use the canopy. I got my fires right there. Check that out. Right on the other side of my window is my fire. How cool is that? I love it. Of course, I guess maybe I'm easily entertained, but I think it's pretty cool. It's probably, I don't know, 69. I'm gonna guess 69 outside. And I've got, here, I'll go ahead and get some light on. There's that one. Got the big one over here. Boom. Let there be light, right? And there's plenty of light now. We got plenty of light now, don't we? But yeah, so far so good. Everything is nice and cozy. I've got its fans blowing right now. I've got the thermostat set on it. It's set for 72, and it is 72.3 in here right now. So yeah, that is not bad. That is not bad. Still got my ceiling fan for earlier when it was hot. Don't need it much right now. Like, okay, put yourself in my position. You're sitting here, you're camping, and you're watching yourself camp somewhere else on TV. Am I the only one that thinks it's a little bit strange? Strange good, but it's a little odd. I have to admit. But yeah, the TV's working great. I've got the hotspot on the phone, set up. I have, like I said, I have Wi-Fi, but I've only got one bar. I've got 2 bars on my cell phone. So yeah, the TV says excellent signal strength, and you know, I'm running YouTube right now, 0 problems. Been streaming, you know, with Heather FaceTime a couple times since I've been here. So yeah, I've got full internet, TV, got my campfire. I can sit right here and watch my campfire from right here. How sweet is that? That is not half bad, y'all. Comfy chair right there if I want to kick back a little bit and watch some TV. I can kick back and look at my little fire, and yeah, this is all right. I like these canopies, I really do. The only thing is their wind is their weakness. That's their Achilles heel. And those corners, if y'all get one and you're going to use it for this, make sure you get the kind that has the corners that zip up. Got the other kind. See how you got the Velcro straps? That's all that hold. The normal ones is the Velcro straps, and all these are just gaps. All the spaces in between those are just gaps, and you can't stop the wind. You know, that's just wide open. Whereas here it's got a zipper, you know, it's sealed up. So yeah, much better. And I've took these, my other one, my green one, not these, one other one. I've took it out in heavy rain and snow, and like I said, wind that blew it completely over top of my truck, and it still survived. I broke, one of these broke, and I took a little fiberglass rod and put it on with zip ties. I got kind of creative. We had an old hot tub that broke down a few years ago, and I saved the heater from it. So I went to Walmart, got me a 8-foot inflatable, you know, swimming pool, and so the 8-foot swimming pool took the heater from the old hot tub that we had and the canopy over top of it, and set me up an indoor hot tub, great big one, 8 feet wide. It was nice. It was pretty nice. It worked really well too. Worked really well. Had my heaters and stuff, pumps over in the corner, and just a great big pool inside one of these, 8 feet wide. Worked pretty good too. Worked all summer long till I took it down for winter. Put it in the shed. I may or may not put it up this year. We'll see. But either way, this is really cool. I like this. Well, guys, what do y'all think? I'm all kicked back in my comfy bed, all relaxed, watching X-Men Apocalypse on Cinemax. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. You know, for a little gazebo tent. The only drawback is, of course, the open windows. You know, I do have open window right behind me. Right there. Well, I figure if I get any like perverts or anything that show up, you know, peeking in the windows, I'll do my best to try to put on a show for them. We'll see which one of us gets embarrassed first. Well, good morning. Here, let me pause that. There we go. How is everybody this morning? How'd y'all sleep last night? I slept pretty good. Got up about 9 o'clock. No sunshine yet. But anyway, I've still yet got a little time to kill. It's really nice outside. It's not that nice. It's nice enough. You know, it's not like cold. You can go to the bathroom without coveralls. That's good. So I guess I'm gonna hang out for a little while, enjoy my morning, you know, watch my movie, and have some snacks, coffee, you know, all that good stuff, enjoy myself, and start packing up a little bit later. Gonna take a while. This pain in the butt, fold all this stuff back up. Yeah, lots of fun. Lots of fun. Folding material. Alright. Well, it's about 11 o'clock and the sun's starting to get a little bit sunnish, starting to get a little bit brighter out. Anyhow, I figured I'd get my drone out since I had it with me. Just sheer coincidence, of course. And get me a little air time in today. It's a good place to fly, you know, just great big wide field. So yeah, got plenty of room to not mess up. I'm gonna give something a try. I've got the drone set up outside and we're good in here. We should be ready to fly. So power up. There's the train. Just look at that. Look at that view. And there goes Hank. Out cutting some grass. Got the dust of flying in that spot, don't he? He was out cutting grass down there. He just showed me. He found a box of cookies that someone had made from New York that came down and stayed here in the campground. And he found the box of cookies way over in there. I smell Indian grass real strong. He must have run over a patch. Real strong. Alright, anyway. Looks like an interesting campsite now, don't it? Hang on, let me get back a little bit. That looks like a very interesting campsite now, don't it? So as far as trail riding goes, if you're wanting to camp, you know, or RV, or even get a cabin, you know, like I said, they got like 4 or 5 left still, and they'll have more soon. But yeah, this is a really good central. You're not going to get a better location, I'll put it that way. It's really good location. Very, very good location. A few more trees would be nice, you know, a little shade. Of course, it wouldn't help much this time of year. You know, there ain't no leaves on the trees. Shade trees don't help when there ain't no leaves. Oh well. But anyway, guys, I guess I'm going to get on out of here. It's been a fun little trip. Just kind of, you know, hanging out and watching movies and poking at the fire and flying my drone. I got some really good drone footage. That was fun. Flying into the window. That was really fun. I flew right the old wagon. Covered wagon right there Heather and I stayed in this past winter. Flew right down and looked right in it. That was really cool. That was fun. Anyway, all right, guys, I guess I better get out of here and head on home, I suppose. And anyway, we will see y'all next time. Y'all have a really good day, and we will see y'all next trip out on the next adventure. Leo out.